Hold on, y'all.
All right, I'm gonna take it off because it'll play the music as I do this video. I don't know why I turned off my roof. I didn't mean to close it. Well, I did mean to close it, but not really close it. Um, but anywho, I wanted to talk about just kind of my experience and where I'm at with um where being in the workplace and kind of seeing and being reminded that no matter what I do, no matter how good I am, no matter how good I'm not, like no matter how fast I am, no matter how accurate I am, no matter how right I am, I've kind of I took the last 3 days, kind of to myself and had to kind of realize that this isn't going to work for me much longer. This will be my last year where I work currently. I cannot do this. I got to a point where I was so frustrated, you guys. You guys know for a fact, like, I don't get up and just walk off. But today or 3 days ago, I was like, I can't do this, right? I'm about to lose my fucking shit. Okay. And primarily, I would say that the issue that I'm having is with what a lot of like CPAs and accountants have when they leave a firm. Is primarily because of the lack of organization. And I feel like I care more than other people do, and other people are able to skate by with very minimal work. Um, and I came in there, I feel like I came in, I got my team somewhat organized. Like, I just took the initiative, I took charge and made it happen because how I saw it was I'm not going to work, I'm not going to be set up for failure, right? So if you want me to come in and do the workload at the magnitude that I do it at, then we need some sort of organization. That's just the reality of it, right? Um, so I went in, organized everything. So I was sitting there for about 3 or 4 months with no work, right? So I was like, well, shoot, I'm gonna create some work. I see where you need help. I'm gonna start just kind of jumping in. Obviously, I do my work. Every now and then, I mean, I deal with about 600 clients, right? So things get missed, but for the most part, I'm pretty on top of my shit. Okay. Where I'm at the point of right now is who picks up the workload if I don't, right? Meaning that I have been doing a lot of different people's works, right? And or I've been more proactive about things than I think other people are, right? And I have to also understand that it's not my job, right? But the problem is when it's too hard for somebody else, the job gets put on me. When it doesn't get done or people don't have time to do it, the job gets put on me. And I just recently, because it's unfortunate that I felt like I had to bite my tongue about a lot of different things. But obviously, if I'm getting to a place where I feel like I'm about to explode, literally, that means I've been bottling a little too much in, right? And so, what I've told myself is if I get fired, good. I am happy because that is an unemployment check that I can collect. Unfortunately, I'm no longer in a space where I can quit, right? And just walk off and be like, "Up, I'm a quit." I have to be strategic about that, things like that. So if I, get fired for speaking my mind and or saying how I'm being made to feel at this firm, good. I'm okay with that because it's a win-win. I don't have to deal with the bullshit and they still got to pay me, right? However, I would hope that people are mature enough for it not to really go there, right? Because ultimately, my complaint is very much valid. And I understand that the company is going through changes and you got to be able to go with the change. But it's like, I spent all of this time trying to help y'all get organized so that we can accomplish the goals that we want to accomplish so that I can make more money And I feel like no matter what I do, I'm being set back 10 times further. All right. I cannot keep going back. I keep replaying the client when I was 3 months in who told me, hey, you're only going to be able to go so far with this company. This person's not going to allow you to go so far. I feel like my race is a very big factor. I feel like my gender is a very big factor. And I'm beginning to see that there is a glass ceiling at the top. Now I've been trying to accept it to make it work for me, meaning that a lot of Black women have left the workforce and are still leaving the workforce. And the reason why is because exactly how I feel, right? And these same Black women are starting their businesses and they're becoming very successful as a result of starting their businesses. And so I know that I've got to pivot. I've got to figure out what's the word? I got to ensure that I'm not making an irrational decision. However, because obviously I still got bills to pay, right? So I've got insurance, right? I've got, certain things that I could rely on if it ever went there. But essentially, you guys, I would like to see, like, it's hard because I can't make people change who they are, what they believe in, what their biases are, right? What I can say is I'm not bowing down. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know what the fuck, like, this man was thinking. But when I'm being tasked, this is the thing. The software these folks use today, I literally set up. Okay? There was supposed to be someone else, blonde hair, blue eyed, who was supposed to do the job and kept leading us on about how she was getting it done and just was never reliable, never showed up to the office, was hardly ever there. The relationship we think she has with the person who runs the company and owns the company is a bit, for folks your imagine can wander. But as far as the work that needed to be done, all year long, I kept saying, hey, look, I've got a little bit of downtime. If you need help, I can help. And the reason why is because I know I can do the job, right? And I'm striving to show that my skill sets are beyond what you're trying to put me in this little box to limit me to, right? So I'm like, hey, if you guys need help, because I understand it's loads of data, it's a lot of information, I'm willing to help. I'm trying to be this team player, right? Well, I keep getting told, no, 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 we don't need your help. November, October, December, said it time and time again. I've said it about 10 times, right? Hey, if you need help, because I'm seeing as we approach tax season, we're not really ready. If you need help, I'm here because right now I'm twiddling my fucking thumbs. Oh, no, no, I got it. I got it. Tax season came around, y'all. It's January. The work that she was supposed to do still didn't get done. So finally, I just said, you know what? Let me get it done. The owner had a spreadsheet he needed to accomplish. Hey, I don't have time to do this. I need your help on this. Okay, I'm thinking I'm helping, right? Do you know that all of that workload had been put on me? The entire fucking workload on top of managing 600 something clients and dealing with weird personalities in the tax department and all the extra shit that I'm having to do, manage indirectly, although I'm not really getting paid management salary. I got to answer to a kid who came from fucking churches, right? Who doesn't really know if he likes what he does, but I love what I do, but that's neither here nor there. So when I left, because I have things I need to do, I had situations that I need to take care of. Now I've been in with this company for about a year, maybe 4 months, maybe going on 5, right? I would think that the thing to do would be ask me, hey, is everything okay? Something, right? I don't hear from nobody. Now I did let somebody know I was leaving, so it wasn't like I just got up and left, okay? But This same blonde hair, blue eyed girl that's never in the office, that I'm doing the entire workload for, that nobody knows how to get a hold of, that is always unreliable, at least for the year that I've been there. And I'm not the only person that has complained. Um, and I'm really not the only person that's complained. Let's put it this way. Okay. But those people no longer work there. Okay. So she comes to me and she tells me, she goes, "Hey, you need to return to work. First off, you need to return to work." This is what this girl tells me. I just want to reiterate, you need to return to the office. She's not my manager. In fact, I've had to be more on top of her getting her work done, or the little bit that she does, than anything. I am always in the office, right? I think I'm one of the only ones that does not have the privilege of really working from home unless I force it, right? And you think you're going to tell me what you think I need to do? Okay. So then she tells me, "Well, have you activated all the active profiles?" She don't even know what she's talking about. The question made absolutely no sense. And if she was doing her job, she would know that my skill set is much above and beyond some client profiles. So if the conversation comes up, I'm going to ask my boss, "Have you done and sat and created one of these client profiles? Have you actually done this?" Okay, then you do it all day and you tell me realistically, what is my position at this point? Am I operations or am I, tax? Because last time I checked, I was a tax specialist. I'm certified to be a tax specialist. I have the skill sets of a tax specialist. Yet, you want me to sit and spend my day? Because what the girl thought was, "Oh, we thought you left because you didn't have any work." Well, you couldn't call me and ask me why I left? You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody's an adult until it's time to be a fucking adult, really? So you couldn't pick up the phone and say, "Hey, why'd you leave?" Or send me a text, "Hey, what's going on? I saw you left," something. But you think you're not my manager, right? Because I actually have a manager that's been designated to me. You think that it is appropriate of you to tell me what you think I should be doing and how I should be doing it and what my number one priority is. Now it's tax season. I got 600 clients, and you think that my priority is client profiles? Okay. That tells me exactly what they think of me. Now, what I told my boss, I came to him with an email, and it is written because remember, I'm the only Black person. See, this is where this becomes a real issue, right? Because I'm really the only Black person that works for this company, right? So I don't have anybody that I feel like is going to protect me, have my back. We don't have an HR department, so that doesn't help, right? So yeah, I'm writing everything. We're not discussing it. We're not talking about it. It's all in writing. Okay. So I sent him an email so he can ponder on it and give him a week. It'll give me a couple days to recoup and calm the fuck down so that when I go in on Monday, I can have this conversation with a level of our articulately and stuff, whatever the word may be, right? And not yell or get upset or whatever. But in this email, I sent him the screenshot of what she sent me. Keep in mind, I've already told her to stay in her place. Like that was, you don't, she says, "Well," because I said, "Excuse me?" And I said it with a question mark. I didn't even go into nothing else. I had a lot to say, but I didn't. "Excuse me?" "Oh, well, so and so told me to remind you, they thought you left the office because of XYZ, and they told me to remind you that there is still work that we need to do." Bitch, this is your work. So what you do, you just decide you don't show up to work, and then you just dump everything on my lap, and then you have some nerve and audacity to think that I'm going to listen to you. I don't even have respect for you. Sure, you're white, you're blonde, and you're blue-eyed, but to be honest, your work ethic is not up to par. I don't even know what this girl does or why she even has a position. And I'm not the only one. The problem is everybody's afraid to talk about the problem. Okay. Well, it's either I blow up or I have this conversation, right? Because again, the worst you can do is fire me and you will be paying my unemployment. I'm at a point where I don't give a fuck no more because I am not happy. I'm not happy. So I told her, I said, listen, you're out of boundaries. This was out of bounds. So tell me what to do and reminding me of something are two completely different tones. So when you told me I needed to go to the office, were you telling me? And then who are you to be telling me anything? Right? This is where the dialogue, I'm like, hold up, the bitch don't even show up to work majority of the time. And the owner somehow thought that it made sense for her to come and tell me what she told me. And I don't think, knowing him, I don't really think he meant for her to say it the way that she said it. But yeah, we're gonna have a dialogue about this because right now I'm feeling some type of way. And like I said, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. You know that I'm gonna do the work. If you give it to me, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it well, right? But that's the fucking problem is what is she doing? Because what we're not going to do is say this blonde hair, blue eyed is now my manager and I'm the one doing the fucking work, bro. Like that shit's not what's up. So we need to have a conversation and a dialogue about what my job description as a tax specialist really is. Because if I'm doing operational work, I need to be getting paid operational money. Do you understand me? I'm not doing this shit with these companies. I don't understand it. And it's unfortunate because I really feel like a lot of it don't matter how friendly I am, right? Because I done seen everybody be nasty with everybody in that office. Let's keep it a buck, right? I've seen everybody flip out, yell at somebody something. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. It's interesting how because I'm black and my skin is darker skinned, right? Now all of a sudden everybody's extra afraid of me as if their shit don't fucking stink. So would you rather me blow up so you can say, oh, she's aggressive, or go home? It's that simple. And it's crazy because he tells me, he goes, I know you're overwhelmed. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm sick of this shit. I'm unhappy, sir. Like, these people really don't know me. And I'm like, how do you work with me side by side for an entire year and you still ain't figured me out yet? You think I'm overwhelmed? Huh? I'm not even filing returns right now. I have not given one client one completed return, but you think I'm overwhelmed? I only got so much longer in this company. I already know. And it's unfortunate because when I left, it was like they kind of realized, I don't know what the fuck they realized. I don't give a damn what they realize. But it's almost like the reason why I have to be there is because they really can't function without my position. Like my position, I didn't realize how much the engine moves around my position. But it's not just my position, it's my work ethic. It's my ability to pay attention to detail. It's my ability to multitask at the level that I can, right? It's my ability to be able to organize and understanding software and how computers operate, right? That was on my resume. I made it very clear. Like, I build websites. This is what I do. So, sir, like, I'm multi-talented, but you're trying to put me in this little fucking box. And then you think that the people who do no work are going to be able to control me. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry. I'm not, what are they called? The politically correct blacks? I'm not one of them. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to navigate. And like I told my boss, I said, listen, I've been holding my tongue about this for a while, but I'm done biting my tongue. We're done. Because my respect, my dignity is everything. If the urgency is not there, should I start working at everybody else's capacity? Because it feels like I'm the only one that gives a damn about my role the way that I do. And the only reason why I give a damn is because I wanted to see the company flourish. But it's like I do all this work and then there's still pieces that have been dropped all over the place. And it's not even my pieces. And then you think the same people who drop the pieces, like, are gonna be able to dictate how I show up and dictate what I do, and they think that that's like, no, sorry, that's not what it is. So I mean, I can only fake it to make it so much. I don't even know if I really got a real opportunity with this company anymore. I came into it thinking, yes, I got an opportunity. This is why I worked so hard. This is why I've been there that long. But I will always say, I will never forget. I know the client's name like the back of my hand. I will never forget the man who came in, and he's Arabian. He's from New York, right? So funny how the New Yorkers, I get along with them, right? Tells me, he says, listen, he's talking about how he's a coach and he's dealing with all these white kids and there's no diversity in Colorado and how spoiled these kids are. How they don't have to work for nothing. They just get whatever the fuck they want because they're, white and rich. Then he went on to tell me, as a black woman, I will only go so far with this company. And looking at it a year and a half later, y'all, how many times have I gotten on this live and I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I just do this, maybe this. Maybe if I do this, just do this. I know enough to know when it's somebody's ego and somebody's fucking pride behind some shit. And when I'm dealing with fucking men, I already know what the fuck I'm gonna get. I already know. A woman like me is too much for a man, any man, for most men. Same thing in the workspace. The only difference is now I'm black, right? And you think this white girl who can show up whenever the fuck she want to show up, she got a problem every day of the fucking week. She got a problem every fucking week. Like, why she ain't there, why she can't do her job. When we reach out to her, we can't get a hold of her. She tells us she gonna do one thing and then does completely opposite. You think that's who's gonna run me? Oh, okay. Like, I have a feeling like a part of me feels like they want me to quit. Like, this is why I'm going through the shit, because you genuinely want me to quit, right? And then they wonder why black women feel this way. People of color feel this way because, no offense, I don't know. I watch the people that have not really elevated are like older people and the women, right? It's a guy's show now. It's men running the fucking show. I'm the only woman on my fucking team. I'm sick of that shit too because there's no balance in thought processes. It's all male dominated thoughts, and I'm fucking going crazy. And I do not do men. I feel like women are more efficient. When we work, we're way more efficient than a man. Our mindsets work way more efficient. My job is to multiply whatever you're giving me, right? That includes in the workspace, and they know that. But then don't play in my face and have some little girl, right? Because she ain't, I'm not trying to say that she don't have talents or skills, but I ain't seen them. I'm not giving credit where credit ain't due. Not for me. Now, maybe he's seen something. Maybe I don't give a damn. What happened 3 years ago? Okay, cool. My time being there, this girl has showed up the least amount of time than anybody who works there. But you think you gonna come in, and keep in mind this man is married. I just want to throw that out there. So you think you gonna come into my face and tell me what you think I need to be doing? I'm gonna need you to get on your work then and stop telling me what you think my number one priority is, because it damn sure ain't no client profiles. And like I asked my boss, whose work is this? Is this work that she gets to just give to me whenever she don't want to do it? Or is this work that she's supposed to be doing? Why am I only being tasked for this? And why, if I'm being tasked for this type of work, right? And it's about getting us from one software to the another, getting us organized in the software, getting all my team members into the software, making sure they all know how to utilize the software. I think my paycheck should be a little bit higher. I don't think that that's unreasonable. I mean, I don't. And or my position needs to be changed to something else. I mean, if I'm operations, then put me as the operations then. But this whole I'm gonna pick up the slack because somebody else can't do it, that shit's gotta stop. It's gotta fucking stop. And I don't see this stopping. I've already stated how I feel many times. I've alluded to how I feel plenty of times. And I think this is the first direct I've been in a little bit. But I don't see things changing. I don't. And I'm at a point where I've got to create my safety net, right? I've got to continue building for myself, whatever that looks like, because this is not going to work for me. It's not going to be it. But I also know anywhere I go and I'm doing taxes and or whatever, I'm still always going to be working for somebody else. And a part of me feels like it's really the area that I'm in, the type of climate that I'm in, the types of people that I have to deal with. Again, you're dealing with people who, again, I'm the only black person in I mean, that says a lot. That says a lot about who the types of people I'm around. Because I'm not the only black tax preparer. I mean, I could have sworn I'm not. So, I'm just not like, I don't like being turned into the help. And if that's what I am, then we need to have a dialogue. It needs to be a clear cut conversation about what you think I am and what you think I'm not. I don't do this, ha ha, he, I'm a smile in your face, but I'm going to also keep you limited and keep you down. That's not like, I feel it. That's why I tell them I'm a Pisces. I'm very intuitive. And as soon as they're going to ask me what my sign is, and I'm telling them what my sign is, and they rolling their eyes and shit. Well, don't fucking ask me, bro. Don't fucking ask me what you think I am. I'm sorry you haven't been able to figure me out. I'm actually pretty proud of that, actually. See, because you can sell everybody else a goddamn dream, and I see right through these dreams you selling. Because it wouldn't matter at this point. I'm convinced if they got someone else in my position, it's going to be the same bullshit. Because they're limited. You're putting limits on this person's potential. That ain't cool. When I got someone telling me, oh, I don't think you want to run a business at this magnitude, you don't know what the fuck I want to do. I came in here with goals. Why would you tell me that? Because I'm black? Well, what would be the purpose of telling me that? Ha ha, he. Keep in mind, smiles, we smile. Nah, I see right through your bullshit. So, y'all, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it, man. The hype done wore off. Them rose-colored glasses done wore off. And it's funny because when I got hired, like maybe a few days after I got hired, there was somebody who came in to do like an HR thing or whatever, right? And apparently, this is what they wanted the HR for. The same issues I'm having is exactly what a lot of these girls were having that quit. So I know I'm not crazy. I just know you better get your girl in check, get her reeled back in, because that shit wasn't cool. You ain't gonna tell me what you think I need to be doing and not. And then want to backtrack after I ask you, excuse me. Oh, well, so and so told me to remind you. That didn't sound like a reminder to me, lady. It sounded like you thought you was in control and you was gonna talk to me any old kind of way. That's not an option. Not when I put more work into your job than you have. That's not it. I'm sorry. Because how I see it is, it's actually more beneficial for me to take the time that I have, the downtime that I have, to be studying, right? Than to be building some damn profiles that are really all already built. Like, do it all day and you tell me if that's a real job. That's like having me enter data on a spreadsheet all day. Like, I could see an hour or two all day. Man, I'll be asleep before you know it. That ain't realistic. Like, I don't know, even when I did record keeping. Now, record keeping was a little different, but that's when I was in data entry. Like, you literally hire people for that type of work, and you really don't pay them that much. It's straight data entry. That's it. But I'm like, so you want me to go in 600 people's profiles, make sure it's fully up to date, each profile. Now, keep in mind, most each profile is up to date. And I get why you would want that to happen, but that can't be my number one responsibility, not during tax season. I understand why it needs to get done, but I'm not operations. I could have sworn that like some of this is operational work, right? And I don't mind doing the work. What I mind is the work being dumped all on me because nobody else wants to do it, and or nobody wants to make the time to do it. Because what I said is if I don't do it, the work doesn't get done. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to me at all. Not when it's really not my job. That's not what I'm in. Last time I checked, that's not what I signed up to do. And then when I do step in, when I do take the initiative, because that's what they always want you to do, take the initiative, you don't want to pay me. You don't want to give me the credit. You want to give this blonde hair, blue eyed everything. I mean, you know, she got the keys to the kingdom. She don't even use the damn keys. I gotta be on her ass to get her to use them damn keys. And I think this is what I think. See, I hate having to be fake nice, right? Because if I was mean to these people, then that would be a problem, right? But just because these women, I don't think he really understands something. These women gravitate towards me. It ain't the other way around. It ain't me going up to them asking for a hug. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that nice. I say it 10 times over. I don't want you in my face. I really don't want to talk to you unless I have to. Like, I'm not that girl. So he sees me talking with him, laughing with him. But it's like, what else am I supposed to do? If I didn't do that, you would think that I'm like, now I'm really aggressive in me. I'm polite. You talking, I'ma listen. If you, I'ma try to find you talking about something, I'm gonna try to join in on the combo. I'ma try. That don't mean that we're best friends, that you got any right to be calling me, texting me, anything, right? So I'm sure that's part of it why he said, well, just text her a reminder she got something to do, but a reminder and telling me what to do are two different things. And this ain't the first time I've been there with this girl. Okay, you gotta understand that, and I ain't the only one. So I'm gonna need the conversation to be had, because if we're just giving jobs to people just because we feel sorry for them and get the fuck out of here. Like, I understand, caring about folks and wanting to do what's right by people, but sir, she's got to put in a little bit more skin in the game to be able to have that level of respect from me. It just is what it is. I'm sorry. She don't get to show up and be blonde hair, blue eyed, not in my face, and think she gonna tell me what to do. That's not how that works. Not when I've been on her ass about doing her fucking job. Not how it works, bro. And I was talking to my old roommate because I was telling him about it. Man, he said it makes you realize how important your race and your heritage, and what did he say? My gender really is. Because that's all that the fuck I'm dealing with. At this point, y'all, it don't matter how many ha-has and hee-hees, I'm realizing these men are fucking sensitive. They're just as petty, just as sensitive as women are. That's number one, right? They can dish it, but they can't take it, okay? I'm not the only one that has issues with the personalities, right? It's majority of, it's very interesting how that works. It tells me that my thought processes about folks have been spot on. I don't get it, y'all. I feel like I am being treated, I'm limited because I am a black woman. Just like he was saying, well, when a tax return is done, I'll have you go over it on video, yada yada. And I'm getting excited. I'm like, okay, this is something something I could do for myself. Another way to create customer service to where these clients know me, and we can build a relationship. I'm excited. Something new, something to add to my job description. Then he tells me, oh, well, the tax manager do it. Now, I look better than a tax manager, and actually came out and said that. I didn't mean to be rude, but I'm like, why would you put someone who doesn't really look that good on camera on camera? I am camera ready every day. Why would you? Oh, well, I don't know. We'll have to talk about that. What are they so afraid of? What is the fear? What are they so afraid of? Because I'm black? Like, I don't be understanding. I don't be getting it, man. I don't. So that's where I'm at, y'all. Thank you guys for listening. I'm about to have some cookie crumble with my kiddo, and then we're probably about to eat and enjoy our weekend off. But I'm over it, man. I'm trying to do this the adult way. Normally, I would just be a different person and I'd have been gone. But I got real bills, real responsibilities. And so I'm like, fuck, I'm in a weird spot, man, because I know I'm not happy. This is probably the first time in my life that I've been unhappy. And I know I've got to find a way to deal. So that's all I got to say on the matter, y'all. I'll be back with another video. I'm out. Peace.